So James, in terms of AI and Chat GPT, I've really been trying to talk to a lot of people about it. And even on my podcast, I've had a writing teacher and I've had a programming teacher talk about how it's changing their classes and how to use Chat GPT. Just curious from your side, as someone very interested in emerging tech and VR and things like that, what do you see? How do you see AI right now, and how it could be used in the classroom? And any thoughts?
Yeah, great. Chat GPT, it's an interesting topic because it tends to be one of those that's a little more divisive than others, I feel like. Probably everybody that's listening to this podcast right now has used Chat GPT in one form or another. But if you haven't, I recommend that as soon as you're done listening, you pop on and you play around with it and explore with it. If you do that and you learn how to use it, I think that you will immediately recognize how it can transform and empower your own life, right? Your personal life through your own writing, your own research, your own thoughts, your own interaction with it. And once you come to kind of understand it for yourself, I think you'll look at that and you'll say, how could we keep such powerful technology from our students? Why would we want to? Why would we not want to educate them on how to use this, not only in the classroom but for their personal use as well? So I think it's a super powerful tool, but I would recommend that everybody experiment with it on your own first, and then make that decision.
What do you think about this idea? I have this other sort of thought. I'm curious as to what you think about this, and I'm wondering how many people think this about Chat GPT. There's a part of me that doesn't want to tap into it because I'm afraid of losing my own abilities. It will make me lazy, and I might not know how lazy it makes me. In other words, if I wanted to help me draft out a workshop and I start to do it more and more, I think part of me is afraid that I will lose my ability to build something from scratch. And I don't know. I think maybe a lot of us are feeling that way. And do you think that's a legitimate concern? And where should it fit in this bigger realm of AI and Chat GPT? Because it's not going away. I guess a lot of people might not want to embrace it because they might be afraid of losing something in their own thought process. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes total sense. And I think that it is a valid point, and it's something that I think everybody should explore on their own, and come up with their own opinions, and kind of filter that through how they're using ChatGPT. I would give the analogy, though, Michael, of the calculator, right? When it came out, people that were doing math by hand and writing things down and figuring it out thought, gosh, why would I use this tool? Because I'm going to lose that mathematical process in my head that I have figured out. But I think it made their work easier, and I think ChatGPT can do that, and it can free up time for more creative endeavors. So if you have a base structure that you want to do, you say, oh, well, let's write this workshop for me and the format for it. ChatGPT go, and you look at that, and it saved you maybe an hour's worth of work. But you can now expound upon that foundation that it's developed for you and add more creative things to it and keep on building on that. And so I think that ChatGPT can be kind of a crutch as some people see it, but I think it's a tool that enhances us. Back in the day, we'd go to the library and we'd look through catalog cards, or we'd pull out some rusty book, and the internet came along and changed that, right? It changed it in a profound way. And I think that AI and ChatGPT can do the same thing for critical thinking, for creative writing, for a lot of different areas.
Okay, I'm going to, rethink this and try to use it a bit more with that in mind. And it's a good way to look at it. Thanks, James.
Yeah. And then I was gonna do a thing on like, because I thought this was super interesting for
Yeah.
ChatGPT. As far as creative writing is concerned, I had a thing where the other night I typed in, write me a beginning to a sci-fi novel in the guise of Charles Dickens, and it came up with something. So I kind of wanted to maybe read that on the video,
Yeah.
and just to give people that like sense of like, this is what it can do.
Let's do it now. You
Okay,
have it in
cool.
front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that just was completely built by ChatGPT with a very short prompt. It was only a sentence or couple word prompt, and it generated what you're going to read right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So I played around with ChatGPT the other night. I was like, ChatGPT, write me the beginning to a sci-fi novel in the guise of Charles Dickens. And this is what it came up with. It was a time peculiar to the intricate dance of planets and stars, when the celestial tapestry seemed to unravel, revealing threads of cosmic mystery woven into the fabric of existence. The universe, in its vast and mysterious expanse, held secrets yet unknown to the inquisitive minds of terrestrial beings. In a corner of the cosmos, where the boundaries of the unimaginable met the edges of the inconceivable, a tale unfolded. A tale not dissimilar to the intricacies of Dickensian London streets, yet far removed in time and space.
Wonderful and horrifying at the same time.
Wonderful and horrifying, and yet a learning opportunity, right? If you were to put this in instructional design and tell students, write this prompt and now tell me why ChatGPT used those words, why it
Sure.
came up with that fluency, right? And then
Yeah.
the student would have to think critically about what is a sci-fi trope, what is Dickensian about it, and we could
Yeah.
have those discussions, which is, I think, a fantastic learning opportunity. Or where maybe ChatGPT went wrong and what it should have done better.
Yeah, no, I listened to it and I'm like, that's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's great. You cannot tell it the difference between that and an individual's thought process at this
Yeah,
point.
exactly. At this point, and it only continues to get better, Michael. That's what's
Right.
scary and fascinating about it at the same time.
So I'm going to continue talking to people like yourself about AI and ChatGPT because the more people that I talk to and hear their opinions about it, the better we can come up with some understanding. And that's what I think we should be doing.
Yes.
A lot of us here in, say, LinkedIn that are in the same field, we should be talking to each other, sharing our ideas about AI, ChatGPT,
100%. Yep.
right? Seeing what
Exactly.
we can do with it, and maybe we could become the people who are preparing other people to use it, or explaining to other people how to use it, or helping people. Like that's I'm in a service industry. Like I like to help faculty. Maybe my job is to help faculty wrap their head around ChatGPT and use it
I
effectively,
think so.
you know, um, productively. So I think
Yes.
there's a lot of conversations to be had around AI. Thank you very much for being one of those voices. Appreciate it, James.
Yeah, my pleasure. Look forward to more collaborations and discussions on this.
Absolutely.